Who fancies a day at the seaside?
I do.
We are at Cronulla Beach, one of Sydney's top resorts. So, let's start the show. This is the first arcade that we have seen at the seaside. Yes, thank you very much. And I think we're going to have to go in. I wonder, do they have a 2p machine or is it a 20-cent machine here?
10 cents?
Look, one of our fans is here too. Well, no coin-operated machines in there. There were tokens that you could buy which were on the slide, but no. Very sad, because I wanted one of those traditional slot machines. They didn't have them. What's this, Paul? The best little bookshop in town?
Maybe. Let's see what we can find.
Who knew that Cronulla Beach had its own CBD?
Really?
Yeah, it's just down here. Are you feeling slightly out of place, Paul?
Why? Because it's almost 30 degrees.
Well, not only that, but all the boys have their shirts off. I think it's time that I stripped off as well, don't you think? That would scare everyone away.
There's a lot to see, right?
Hot dollar. That's like the pound store, I suppose, or the dollar store. So we've walked through the precinct and we're now here, Paul. We want to get to the beach.
So let's make a right, and then there's like North Cronulla Beach, and then there's like a short walk to Cronulla Beach as well.
Right. And if everyone's half naked in the town, what are they going to be like on the beach? We're getting close. I can smell the sea. I can see the sea. Well, this is a rather poignant find. This is a memorial to all those who were killed in the Bali terrorist attack in 2002, which included a number of Australians and some people from this very area of Sydney. This is North Cronulla Beach, and look, this is probably just the start of it here.
Yeah.
It stretches literally miles the whole way around there.
Yeah.
But this direction will take us to Cronulla Beach itself.
I love these waves, Marcus.
Oh, and the smell of it as well. It's just absolutely perfect. And the colour of the water, look at it. It's clean, aquamarine. So before we came here, I just had this weird vision that Cronulla was going to be a bit like Portrush.
What?
Yeah, and I guess there is a little bit of that. But standing here, just looking over there, it almost reminds me of Port Stewart when you're walking around the rocks area down by the convent and you look back and you see Port Stewart behind you. It's a little bit like that. There seems to be some sort of enclosed pool area down there. Before I actually saw someone who looked as though they were walking on water, but I think there's a little ridge around where those chains are and you can just walk right along that the whole way round. So I've worked out what it is. The sign says that this is the rock pools, so that's what they are. Yeah.
It is a bit strange, I think.
Yeah, it looks as though it's probably safer than being out in the ocean, but you never know. If you can't swim, like me, or like you, then I don't think it's the ideal place to be. Shall we walk down and see what the sand is like, Paul? No? Oh well, take this camera from me now.
You could.
I'm going down.
Off you go.
Well, I need to compare this sand with other beaches though. It's coarser than other beaches we've been on. It's in the shade, so it's not warm here at the moment. Down there, it's probably warmer, the sand, but it's wetter. This actually feels a lot more like Port Stewart's strand sand to me.
Do you want to go get some of the warm ones?
Oh, there is some warm stuff.
There, you got some from the sun.
Yeah, it's still not that warm though.
All right.
And it feels exactly the same. It's probably, there's a slight dampness to it, which is cooling it down. But still soft enough to flow through my hand. You wouldn't be able to make a sandcastle out of this lot. Lots of seagulls down there. Are they fishing? So we have arrived at Cronulla Beach itself now, Paul. It's sort of late afternoon, early evening, and the sun is still out. It's just nice. It's not as hot as it was earlier on today. What do you think?
I think this beach isn't as crowded as Bondi. I think Manly wasn't that crowded. I don't remember it being too crowded. I think this isn't as popular as Bondi Beach, but I think that the popularity is growing because the resorts are going to be building or rebranding their hotels to advertise for a more upmarket clientele.
It's interesting because we were speaking to a local earlier on. When I say a local, someone from a few towns away, and we said we were coming here, and he said, oh, I haven't been there for years. You've got this on your doorstep and you don't visit. I suppose that's just the way it is around the world.
Yeah, same old story, different country. It looks like we're at a crossroads, but you don't have to be at a crossroads. Why don't you subscribe to our channel? It's Paul and Marcus, and then you will be notified as soon as we have great content coming your way. So please subscribe. Not
only are people on the beach, but they're on the grass as well over here. There's lots of places to sit and just be out in the sunshine.
So I think this is Cronulla Beach.
Yes, this is the main one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the other one that we started off at was north, and then we walked via the rock pools, and this is the main Cronulla Beach. So if you see a tent behind us, that is the surf rescue, and it says that you can only surf between the flags. That's where the lifeguard service will be operating. If you go outside of that area, then it's at your own risk, and they'll probably come and tell you off, to be quite honest, because we've seen that before at previous beaches. So this area is actually called Sutherlandshire, and we have got the lifeboat services here, I think. Lots of surfing history around here too, Paul.
Yeah, and you weren't that familiar with this area, were you?
No, you did all the research, and thank you for doing it. And it's not somewhere that you would immediately think of, I think, if you came to Sydney, because it's south of the CBD, south of the city itself. And
I think it nearly took us an hour to get here.
Yes, about just over an hour to get here. And as I say, the area is called Sutherlandshire. Oh look, I have got Hokey Pokey, which we had in New Zealand when we were there, and also macadamia. You can't go to the seaside without having an ice cream. And Paul, what did you get?
Triple chalk, New York, and then
Snickers gelato it is.
So yeah, I think I'm just gonna
oh my God.
Call it a day now.
I was a Hokey Pokey. Nearly took out a filling. I better be careful then.
Okay.
It can be dangerous down at the beach. This is absolutely spectacular. I think we're going to be moving down under, don't you, Paul?
Yes, I certainly hope so.
In the meantime, we hope that you've enjoyed today's episode.
Yes, for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you can do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. Well, from this absolutely marvellous beach, it's bye for now.
Good day. Bye.